Welcome back, everybody, to Age of Wagers for Beat the Streak. Picks, predictions, discussing, cursing, and shaking of fists, and all those things. It is April 15th, tax day for folks in the United States. Hey, go ahead and get that done if you haven't done that yet. If you're expecting a refund, I'm sure you probably did that a long time ago, as lots of people do. But yeah, in any case, yeah, make sure you pay your taxes. That's important. Also important, it is Jackie Robinson Day throughout Major League Baseball, so definitely want to make sure we mention that. Pay Jackie Robinson his respect. His jersey's been retired all throughout baseball, which is awesome. That's absolutely what they should do. I want to thank him for paving the way for so many people, including me, to be in baseball in some form or make a living. Because again, it's not just playing baseball. If nobody black was allowed to play baseball, then you don't get to get into the broadcast booth or the newspaper desk where I actually started my sports writing career. Like, none of that gets to happen if somebody like Jackie doesn't pave the way to get me and at this point literally thousands of other people who have been able to play baseball or even talk about baseball in some form. I appreciate it so much. We get to, I swear, talking about baseball is work, even if it doesn't actually look like it all the time. And it's been a hard work this past week. It has not been great. I am sure y'all have noticed. But still, seven wins so far on this. I think this is actually the first 2-game losing streak I've had for y'all that has actually been on camera. I've had a couple, obviously, before the season or before the Beat the Streak season started. Many other contests go sideways, but I think on camera for Age of Wagers, this is my first 2-game losing streak for y'all. I'm sure somebody will probably tell me in the comments that turns out to not be correct, but I feel like this is the first time that's happened to us. It won't be the last time. We're playing all season, so we will have some good spots and some bad spots. Doing this for 3 weeks, and this is the first, I believe, 2-game losing streak we've had for y'all. So we're gonna just get right back on it. Jose Altuve was not able to get it done for us. It's crazy. The read on the pitcher was right. The Lorenzen Renaissance only lasted for 1 game. Michael Lorenzen was back to the Michael Lorenzen we saw in his first start. Absolutely terrible. Astros were getting all kinds of hits except for Jose Altuve, the guy that we didn't, top of the order too. That's what's crazy when somebody at the top of the order, that's a great batter, doesn't get a hit while everybody else on the team, including the bat boy, is knocking the ball out of the park. But actually, sometimes that happens. You've probably all, if you've played fantasy sports for any length of time, you have had that happen where, hey, you have what looks like a perfect matchup in whatever the sport. Maybe it's football and your quarterback is going against the Jets or something. Gonna get all the yards, all the touchdowns, and then you get bumpkiss. We absolutely got bumpkiss from Jose Altuve yesterday. That, unfortunately, that is stuff like that is going to happen. There's a reason nobody has won $5.6 million for getting 56 or 57 consecutive hits in a row. It has so far been impossible. We're going to keep it going. We're going to hopefully get back on the winning track today. But as I said, we're not going to be down. It's been a great run. Been winning a lot. Been getting a lot of hits. Making new friends and fans of the channel out there. It sounds like I'm talking about, hitting the like button if you like the content. By all means, leave a comment. Let us know where your streak is at. How's it going? How's the season has been for you? Any of your tips that you feel comfortable sharing with the class, please. You feel free to drop those. Just let us know how any form of your, doesn't have to be fantasy baseball. Who's your favorite team? How's it going for them? I'm a Cub fan, and yeah, I'm not convinced. I hear we're gonna be good this year. This is me not yet being convinced that the thing is gonna happen, but it's so early. We have well over 100 games left to play. Anybody can win anything right now in baseball. Even the streak is right now, the $5.6 million streak for winning 57 hits in a row is still out there. We're still chasing it, but you can't win 57 without getting 1. Let's get that 1 today. We're going to go with Chandler Simpson of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. He has actually been, he's right now as we record this, on a 9-game hitting streak. So you know what? I'm not as hot as I was last week. We're going to try to borrow a little of Mr. Simpson's heat. He has cashed a single bet in 13 of the last 15. And again, the 9-game hitting streak going against Sean Burke today. And according to, as I said, this is largely due to the hitting streak. As you might notice, O'Neal Cruz had the biggest hitting streak on the board at 12. Sadly, that went down yesterday. As I said, it was time. That's why I didn't take him. I thought about it. I thought about it a lot, especially as I've piled up losses the past couple of days. The guy with the 12-game hitting streak was starting to look better and better. But again, once you go over really 8, and over 10, it's really just a matter of time before that streak comes to an end, because that's why this is hard to do. Nobody hits 56 anymore. It's only happened once. Nobody usually even gets as high as 20 or 25. So, but as I said, Chandler's been doing great. Hit in 13 out of his last 15. Again, we just need a single. It doesn't have to be any kind of extra base hit, anything fancy. We just need one hit. Going against Sean Burke, who has a 3.60 ERA. Has definitely not been terrible, but he's not somebody that's going to be a strikeout, shutdown pitcher. He's not somebody that you're like, oh my God, Burke is pitching today. It's not like that. And actually, according to some, we do have some stats. According to StatCast, he throws a four-seam fastball at around 94 miles per hour. Again, not elite, and he throws that over 40% of the time. Chandler's a contact guy. We got a contact guy pitching to somebody who is throwing a very, what is by major league standards, a pretty low mileage fastball. Contact, pitching to contact. We're believing we get a hit off of this, and again, that's what Chandler has been doing for 9 games in a row. We're going to trust him to take that streak to double digits, give us one more, restarting our streak, firing up our engine again, getting us back on the winning streak. We will see you in the next video as we swing for the fences one more time.